Continuing to follow the trail of Droki, the party adventures further into the tunnels beneath Gracklestone. In the tunnels, they fought various monsters and encountered a strange room where a number of Darrow were keeping bears and pens. Further in, a ritual was stopped as a cult attempted to perform unknown magics. So, that was where we left off. What do you do now? You've all had a short rest. You've spent at least 2 hours here.
Have we learned anything?
You learned that Droki was getting scrolls from this guy and delivering him names. Or at least that's what the letter said. And that you found 2 statues, one of which was destroyed by Elena. The other was already destroyed. And they bore the names of, I believe it was Rehud and Dorhu? I would need to double check. Yes, Rehud, and the other statue was, where does it tell me? Yes, Dorhun. Beyond that, not much else. I mean, you assume that these Darrow had something to do with the Demogorgon, because you did hear them say Demogorgon during their chants. And they do seem to have a weird obsession with 2-headed things. The primary rituals they had were the ability to magically add a second head to a creature, as well as a spell that could actually sew a second head to a creature. Add to the fact that they happened to have a 2-headed death dog, and the main guy's bodyguard was a 2-headed giant. But what do you do?
Well, I'm assuming there's a path over there.
There is a pathway over there.
Otherwise, we can go back where those closets were and do some backtracking.
Well, what do you choose to do?
Well, first, let's check for Droki's trail if he was even in here. Maybe, I don't know. Did his trail come into here?
It did lead into here.
So yeah, we probably should find out where it is.
Yeah.
Well, you search the area, and in so doing, you find that his trail does continue on through this area and further west.
Then we follow that.
Alright. As you get to here, well, it doesn't have anybody you can see. I'll form you up. Or you can see it. As you get to about here, one of the mushrooms in this mushroom patch here suddenly starts making a high-pitched screeching sound.
Can I see which one it is? Exactly.
Make a perception check.
One of the mushrooms is making a high-pitched screaming noise.
Yes, there's
Yes.
a little mushroom making a high-pitched screaming noise.
Oh, it's not little.
Oh, it's not little, okay.
It's the size of a person.
I eat it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell which one it is.
I shoot it.
Alright, shoot it. Well, you definitely hit it. And it continues to shriek.
That could be a family member of Stool.
Yeah, what the heck are you doing?
Shooting me a mushroom?
Well, you shoot it a second time, and it stops shrieking.
What if I just decide to shoot you the next time you start screaming?
Why wait?
True.
But I haven't been screaming.
Hold him down. Alright, well. Screaming mushroom. Dead.
Dealt with. Back to the big map.
Oh god, where am I?
Was there a
Here.
We went through the tunnel again.
picture of the screaming mushroom? Or-
There is no picture of it, sadly.
Okay.
We don't know why it was screaming though.
Yeah, now
Nobody
we
went to
can-
look at it.
I was still technically like right there.
I mean,
Well, if anyone's- they can make a nature roll.
yeah.
You've heard of these. They're called shrieker mushrooms. It's a type of mushroom that, when light or any creature, I guess movement, that it notices gets near it, it emits a horrible, loud shrieking sound. audible up to 300 feet away, and it continues to do this until the creature goes away. It is just,
So basically, it's a living alarm.
yeah, more or less. Lots of Underdark beings choose to cultivate them as alarms, but it is literally just a mushroom that's defense mechanism is to make a horrible loud noise
So
if things get near
seems
it.
that I was in the right to shoot that thing.
No, because you probably should have investigated before you shot it.
Well, either way, we're moving on.
All right. Well, you would all get. I'm going to show a little closer up in formation. You would all get up to another intersection.
Well, I guess we look for his trail now.
Well, survival check. Well, a couple of you pick up on the trail again, and it heads southeast.
Well, then that's where we're going.
All right. You continue following the tunnel for a few minutes, when eventually you run into quite the crossroads.
Ah, hails. We're back where we started the chase.
Well, now what?
Well,
Oh, so I just found something that. All right, so the thing that Droki delivered, you would have found with the cult. It tells me in a completely different section than where the cult section is.
Oh,
So first and foremost, back in the okay, you did find the lump of black metal with the alchemists, correct?
yes, I've got that. I think I don't know. Someone's got it.
All right. And then amongst the cultists, I think it listed one of the items but not the other. Yeah, so you found a scroll that listed a bunch of names, including the two you recognized, Rihud and Dorhun. There was something else with that scroll, though. There was another bag.
Well, we would have checked it out.
All right. You would have checked the bag, and inside the bag were a number of extremely large toenail clippings.
Ew. What the hell?
are they magical toenail clippings?
You could make an Arcana check.
You can have the bag, Vanek.
I don't need the bag.
Aaron, these toenail clippings were one of the components in the rituals they were performing.
Ugh.
Oh, are they, yes. No,
Are
my
they,
brain just did like 4,000 things at once, I'm sorry. Continue.
Well, that was it. That was the one other thing that was not listed in the cultist section.
Alrighty, I'll write down bag of toenails.
Giant toenail clippings.
Mm-hmm.
Giant. Yeah, Vanek, you can hold on to the bag.
Alrighty then.
Well,
I will take the bag of toenail clippings.
did we re-find this trail here?
None of you have made new survival checks.
I mean, I did, but it failed.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I should
notice.
state that. You did make one, but it's... So far, none of you have picked up his trail.
Only 3 of us have done it. There we go.
There's Vanek. His trail goes back southwest.
That's leading
Sorry, I'm
out,
trying
ain't
to add a bag of toenail clippings to my in backpack.
it? Well, like I said, that's back towards the entrance, right?
Yep, that goes back out.
Well, we got several options. We could head back out, try to find him out there, wait for him, and see if he comes back in, which, who knows how long that'll take. Or, we can occupy ourselves and continue just trying to search for things around here.
I think it's worth looking around just for a little bit. I mean, didn't you run into some dancing mushrooms earlier?
That he did.
As we did,
And there's several tunnels you haven't gone down.
like this one. Because I see a corpse.
You see a corpse?
Over here.
Where? Oh, yes.
There's a
Oh,
corpse
you
down
can
there.
see you can see the door that leads to the alchemist hideout that you found.
So yeah, we're gonna go down this way.
So if you remember correctly, you followed Droki's trail through the crack in the wall here.
No, I
And
thought
then-
we went down this way. Caspi got
Yeah, you
killed somewhere
did.
down there.
Yeah, he did. And then he came all the way up to here, and then went to this alchemist's place.
That slippery bastard.
Yeah, he led you on quite the wild goose chase.
Ah, his goose will be cooked. But yeah,
I'm not really a fan of goose.
we're gonna go that.
You go up that way.
Yes, we're gonna head that way.
All right. In which case,
I'm really hoping we're not making circles now.
Round and round.
takes you a few minutes. I'm assuming at this point, now that you know you've lost his trail, you're more at like a walking pace,
Yeah.
not mad dashing. But you spend several minutes walking until you round the corner and see some technically familiar faces.
Oh, for Christ's sake, don't tell me it's...
Dog bears! They have wandered away from where their pens were, into the tunnels that they do fit through. You see 3 bears,
Here's our bear hugger.
but by this point you no longer speak with animals.
No, I don't.
So what do you do as you encounter the bears?
Well, does their demeanor seem to have changed since we've seen them?
No, they all seem unusually calm.
Then I think we're just gonna walk on by. Carefully.
You can walk amongst them. They let you by. They don't seem to care. They're just kind of very slowly wandering around. And you eventually get back to the room with the pens.
Oh, God.
Where do you go from there?
Well, we already went down here.
Yep.
I don't really feel like getting small again. Unless you guys want to go down here, because I know there was a branch off over here. Otherwise, we go this way.
Oh, Anna has little to no input on any of this.
Oh,
you think
right, and then?
You think you might have an idea as to what they were probably going to do with the bears now.
Yeah.
Two-headed bears.
Well, I say we go this way.
What are they gonna do with the bears?
Two-headed bears. They were going to use the ritual to...
They had an obsession with making things two-headed.
Oh.
You find a door as you continue and make it to there.
John, you want to do the honors and try the door?
I try to open it.
All right, it's unlocked.
Hey,
What do you
I don't have to
know?
run into it this time.
And it leads to more tunnels.
Well, then we head down this tunnel.
All right. You head through a twisting tunnel, going around corners, till eventually, double check. Nope. It does not have its own unique map. Kind of figured. You round a corner and see a Darrow looking over a small, I shouldn't say a small, 15-foot, or a single Darrow watches from atop a 15-foot high ledge into a cavern that is one enormous pit reeking of death and decomposed flesh.
I Sparta kick
Ooh.
him into it.
The magical glow is everywhere, seeming to flow like a fog around dark shapes shambling across the pit floor. A crack in the southeast wall of the pit leads to a narrow tunnel and is flanked by mounds of fungi and offal. Do you attempt to Spartan kick him down?
Just an attack roll. Athletics. Strength.
I would say it's a strength check.
Damn.
Well, what does everyone else do?
Well, I'm gonna raise my hand crossbow at him and tell him to put his hands up in the air and don't do nothing funny, or he's gonna go down in that pit, thanks to my buddies here.
He raises his hands. There's no need to kill. There's nothing, no reason to kill. Absolutely none.
Now, you're gonna explain to
giving me
me
a whole
what
lot of
this
reasons to
pit
kill
is
him.
doing.
This is where we throw away the trash.
The trash.
Yes?
And what do you mean by trash? So it certainly looks like bodies down there.
Yes. They're the rejects.
The rejects of what?
The rejects of Narrick.
Two-headed rejects.
No, Aaron, I think they're the failed two-headed ones. Probably died during that ritual he was doing. How many more you guys are down here?
There's several of us. Probably a dozen or so.
Well, let's see. We killed, what, 3, 2... I think we've killed 9 of you guys so far. Maybe 10, including Narrick.
At that, his face goes for a dark dwarf, a little pale.
Oh, yeah, and that two-headed lady thing.
And at that, he goes fairly wide-eyed.
Now, are there any more magic things going on down here? Or was it just Narrick's little thing?
Everything down here is magic. Do you not see? And he literally just gestures around you.
I see shrooms.
The entire place glows. It is suffused with the Ferzres.
And what is that?
The Ferzres. It's the natural magic within the entire Underdark. Raw magic, seeping from the very stones itself.
I'm gonna look at Venick and Aaron and see if they know anything that he's talking about. I don't know anything about magic stuff.
That'd be a history or arcana check to know.
Either works.
Either's are the same.
So, Venick, you know a bit about it. It's a drow word, Ferzres. And it is literally just an unusual sort of naturally occurring magic that appears in the Underdark. No one really knows the origins of it, why it happens down here, or where it comes from. Some of the drow say that it is ancient elven magic, that it's part of the curse from when they were exiled to the Underdark from the world above. But a number of creatures, and particularly the drow, tend to use its properties to protect themselves, or at least protect their settlements. Areas can range in size from just a few feet across to several miles of it. Based off the glow down here in these caves, this entire cave system is suffused with the Ferzres. A couple things you know about it is it causes divination magic to become less than useful. It tends to block out any type of scrying if you're in the area of it. And it's generally considered a bad idea to use teleportation magic while you're within a Ferzres area.
Why?
Let all of them know.
Well, it's similar to wild magic in a way.
Okay.
It can have strange effects.
Bad juju.
Sometimes things happen when you use magic around the Ferzres, especially depending on how strong it is. In fact, the Darrow that you have in front of you points out the fact that he points over their shoulder into the pit. All of the zombies down there. We didn't raise them.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna need you to put this shiny new bracelets for Anya. So you're gonna be coming back with us.
As long as you let me live. He holds out his wrists.
I hand a set of manacles to Little John. I keep
Put 'em
my
on 'em.
hand crossbow on him. Then, do we want to deal with these undead, or are we gonna leave them?
Are we using an XP system or a milestone system?
It's milestone.
Then let's leave them.
I've gone over this before. If you use XP,
It'll take
you got to
forever.
do a lot of random encounters.
It will take forever, yeah.
A lot. Just to give you an example, if you completed every single thing down here in the tunnels, I think you get a total of 500 XP.
Yeah, that's not a lot.
No. And even with all the random creatures you run into here, it probably doesn't push it up much beyond 1,000. Unless I start giving you a random encounter at like every turn.
Alright, Darrow. Is there any way for them undead to get out of there?
He shakes his head. It's one of the reasons we're still using the pit. They don't climb out. They stay down there.
We could always take pot shots.
If you want to shoot turkeys in a barrel, go right ahead.
Fire. Fire, fire. Fire.
That's
Fire,
right, you're a
fire,
bit of a
fire,
pyromaniac.
fire.
Well, hang on a second. Let's just say that
No, she's right. She's right. Keep going.
5d12.
I mean, yeah, you can literally just shoot down in there. You've gotten
Literally
one nat
shooting
one.
turkey barrel.
You've gotten one nat one, and everything else has been a hit. Or no, 2 misses. Everything else has been a hit, and one nat one.
I don't have anything of that range.
And several of these, because of how long they've been down here, they've actually deteriorated a lot. So they're pretty easy to just like kill. Basically one shot hitting them. But you've killed 4 of them. Do you do anything else? Make that 5.
What's the D20 do?
Why are you rolling?
Supposed to be a D100. I was rolling the crit.
Oh.
You hit another one.
I'm sure there's a lot more in there than there are tokens, but
No, there's actually not.
that's just.
But as you hit that last one, the Ferre suddenly starts glowing a lot,
Please don't incinerate us.
and you regain a spell slot.
Woo!
Oh, you charged
What
it
level?
Whatever the lowest level expended slot you have available. So first level if you don't have any first levels, the next level.
That's so exciting. Everybody, just start firing.
Hang on, you got another. That critical miss actually did something.
Oh no.
It allowed one of them to take a dodge action.
Wow.
However, zombies are bad at dodging, so you kill 2 more. And you kill 1 more, and the Ferres glows again. And ooh.
Don't like that. Ooh.
Oh,
What
It's-
color
it-
does it glow?
It glows, I believe, greenish. So it's an effect that I, as the DM, will need to take into account.
oh.
Green.
Or, wait, what did I... Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. So that would have been a funny one to get.
Buddy.
Well, I guess not funny.
Hilarious.
Oh, she's becoming a big lady.
You increase by 1 size category.
For how long?
Who knows?
Oh. Okay.
Could be permanent.
I might just need an endless supply of those shrinking mushrooms.
Don't want to be like Lady Dimitrescu?
No, not particularly.
Lady Dimitrescu? I thought that's how it was pronounced.
I don't know. Big vampire lady.
Nonetheless.
Lady Dimdale Dimmadome.
The Dimmadome! Owner of the Dimdale Dimmadome! But yes, you deal with all the undead down there.
Yep.
Yay.
I think we keep going this way. John, I'm gonna put the Darrow in your care. We're bringing him back alive.
Alright,
Oh, hold on.
so you keep heading that way with your now tall elf and your prisoner. And after about a minute, she returns to her normal size.
Oh.
If you wanted to do that, you could have just eaten a mushroom. Half a bunch.
You sound so upset. But eventually you get to a large path, or a large patch of fungi, and a set of doobly-doos.
Doobly-doors.
Double.
They're very, very overgrown by the mushrooms.
Well, you know what can solve that.
Look around and see if I spot any of them screaming shrooms, maybe?
You may make a perception check.
I think it'd be easy to find them.
I'm gonna get whatever big
No,
mushrooms and
they-
small mushrooms I can.
You don't see any shriekers, but you see 8 pygmy-worts and 9 bigwigs.
I wonder what would happen if we dried these shrooms. They'd still have their magic potency. It's still liquid. Anyways, John said, you wanna open up them doors?
Well, no. I'm holding on to this guy. I will not
Alright.
open the door.
That's good, again.
Muscle Man, it's all yours.
So Zed,
Yeah.
his weapon attempts to open the doobly doors. You will need a strength check.
Muscle.
Oh.
Muscle.
The doors, despite being extremely overgrown, Zed walks over, puts his arms out, and then just shoves them open, breaking all the fungi off, and revealing a
Sad guy.
tuna.
Another door with more overgrown mushrooms.
Nope,
God, more tough.
just a tuna.
A tuna?
A tuna.
A tuna matata?
I mean, no worries.
No. No, that doesn't mean no worries. It's kuna, not tuna.
Tuna means all your worries. Rest of your
A
days.
tuna and potato.
That entirely die. But we're gonna go down this hall, the tunnel.
Tuna potatoes. Alright. Well, you continue down the hall, and it's several minutes of a pretty circular, winding path, but eventually you enter a room.
Him?
Yes. After a steady upward climb, the tunnel opens into a huge, well-lit chamber. The glow of the fairies and bioluminescent fungi compete with shafts of white light that fall upon naturally formed shelves along the walls, as well as a rocky mesa at the center of the cavern. Crudely formed ramps connect the different levels of the mesa up to the height of its two topmost tiers, which are linked by a sturdy bridge. Atop one of those tiers sits a large red egg. Atop the other stands a 50-foot tall obelisk made of smooth black metal, with a few noticeable imperfections, as though parts of it have been chipped away. A darrow stands close to the obelisk, gently patting and stroking its surface. The obelisk flashes once, the glow of the fairies around the cavern flaring in response. The darrow squeals with glee as she snatches an object up from the ground and writes something down in a small notebook.
Now I'm gonna quietly say to the party,
It is a generic darrow token. It does not match.
let's
what you
try and
look like.
take this one alive as well.
No fire?
Try to restrain yourself a little bit.
Only if they surrender.
But yeah, we'll focus on the Darrow. Deal with that egg later.
Well, let's get an initiative up just in case. I'll clear the one that's on here.
You know, I keep forgetting to use my one ability to give advantage on initiatives. I can give it to anybody, and the next time they roll initiative, they get advantage.
Wow.
Oh, I did not. I thought I clicked my.
I'm going to say your Darrow prisoner is just out in the tunnel behind you.
I'm up.
Why are there two Venics?
Because I didn't click the first one.
Why are there two to begin with?
No, two in the. Yeah.
Oh, did I
gosh.
drag out two?
Ah, I cloned myself. Attack.
No!
Multi-Vedic attack.
I don't need no more Tinkerbell.
Vedic, I choose you. Aw.
One
Venic
Tinkerbell's
sad.
enough.
Venic starts speaking in the third person.
Vedic just wanted a friend.
But I am your friend.
Bad friend. Bad friend.
Oh no, what did I just do?
I'm in danger.
This was a mistake.
And you said it's well lit in here, right?
It is. It's almost as bright as if we were in broad daylight.
Well, Dawnbringer's happy and doesn't give us away.
Dawnbreaker makes a comment that it is not real daylight. She would know. But she does like how light out it is. I accidentally dragged a sheet up, and I can't drag it back down. And I can't close it out because I dragged it so far up that I can't exit out of it. Okay, I need to back out of roll 20 quick.
All right, everybody, move in, bang on there.
You know, just,
Does anyone ever understand this guy?
No, not at all.
Why do you assume she's hostile?
Looks like a dude.
I mean,
Because
yeah,
I'm hostile. Get over here.
the token is a generic token.
So what he's saying is he didn't take the time to make
I
it look
did not-
special.
I did not prep unique tokens for it.
Just like we had just named Narrick.
Alright. Well, it looks like Venick is at the top of the initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing we're trying to be friendly.
That's up to you.
No.
Like I said, I'd prefer to take this one alive.
How high up is he?
Each ridge is 5 feet high, so
I'm just gonna go there.
10 feet higher than the level you're on.
And
But there is
that's
a
my
level
turn.
below. Alright. Aaron.
How easily can I get up the 5-foot ledge?
It's just difficult terrain. So it'll be double movement.
Then that'll be my turn.
Alright. In which case, Little John.
I will put up behind. And that'll be my turn.
Well, the strange female Darrow atop shouts out, "Why did you let them get this close? Deal with them already!" And a creature suddenly floats down from one of the few dark spots up on the ceiling.
Oh, what the Oh! Okay. That's rude.
At like a mini beholder? Or
Is that a seeker?
Some of you might know what it is. You want to
Forget what
make
its name is. but it
history
symbols
or
good.
arcana checks. You've seen this before. It is a spectator.
Yeah.
They are, in fact, related to beholders, but not as powerful.
Oh, hell no.
It immediately begins letting loose a high-pitched shriek, similar to the Shriekers.
Ah, hails.
And from up on her perch, Blinky, yeah, up here.
Oh,
1 second.
Blinky cups forward her hands.
Say Blinky.
Step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Meow,
Meow.
and fires a burning hands cone out at Aaron and Little John.
down the ridges.
Yes, down the ridges.
Roasty toasty.
As such, you will both need to make dexterity saves. Aaron, you are
Ooh, that
successful
burn. That
dancing
burn.
out of the way, as your sword style has taught you. And you only take 3 fire damage. Meanwhile, Little John takes the brunt of it, taking 7.
I'm back.
You died.
Okay. My twin brother, Narrick.
Meanwhile, the spectator...
Merrick.
So, real
No,
talk,
Narrick.
you should have a bench on that. That is dex save. Danger sense.
Danger sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Danger
John.
road.
Do you have danger sense now, Little John?
You get it when you become a barbarian. At level 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do.
Bum,
Let me
ba,
try
bum,
one
bum.
more. Nope. Thanks, though.
Nonetheless, the spectator directly in front of you, Venick, fires one of its rays. You must make a wisdom save. But you're fine. And since that failed, it fires a second ray, requiring you to make a con save.
I'm not good at that one.
But you're still fine. And as such, it proceeds to just try and bite you. What is your armor class?
18.
It can't get through your armor. But all the while, it is telepathically projecting its ramblings into your mind. And it just keeps saying things about like how excited it is that it finally gets to kill something.
I like your ambition,
Elena,
but it's not gonna happen.
She's gonna swing. Not
It's with
that
my
one.
sword.
Man. Okay.
I'm afraid that that's not a hit.
Yep, that's her.
In which case, Lucas,
Well, I'm gonna shoot it.
you hit it,
And second time.
and you hit it again.
Wha-bam.
Your bolts pierce its strange, otherworldly flesh. It is still nonetheless focused on trying to deal with Venick, sending its thoughts into his mind.
That's me.
Zed,
I swing at it.
and I'm afraid you miss.
No, I'm done.
In which case, Venick, as the spectator with its telepathic link tells you about how it can't wait to watch your flesh melt from your face.
I'm gonna make him make a con save, 14 for Word of Radiance.
Con save. What's he gotta beat?
14.
He succeeds.
Yeah, that's it.
Aaron,
I mean, how well armored does she look?
she's not wearing much armor. Wait, no, looking at the wrong sheet. She's just wearing leather armor.
Can I just try like swinging the pommel of Dawnbringer at her head?
Yeah, you can choose to do non-lethal damage.
How do I do that?
You just declare that you're doing non-lethal damage.
I'm doing non-lethal damage.
Has been declared.
Well, you hit her. Roll for damage. But she continues fighting. You do anything else?
No.
Little John.
I run up there and recklessly attack. Actually, I'm gonna go over.
So are you still recklessly attacking, or are you just flanking?
I guess flanking.
That is a hit. 15.
And then I'm gonna use hammering horns to try and push them 10 feet. Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
14.
Gotta beat.
14.
Fails. Or are you pushing her?
Down the hill.
She falls prone. She tumbles down the hill. That is your turn?
It's my turn.
Well, she stands up. And now she looks very, very annoyed at you, Little John. And as such, she fires through you. Make a dex save as a bolt of lightning shoots out. You succeed, and as such only take half damage. You
That
take
doesn't hit me?
No, it's a straight line.
Okay.
And she's at a bad angle. She would have had to... So she could have realigned. But she wasn't thinking. So you only
She was
take
upset.
13 lightning damage.
Ouch!
Meanwhile, this spectator is determined to finally kill something.
Gonna happen, little buddy.
So it tries to make you make a wisdom save.
That ain't a little buddy.
Bad choice, buddy. Oh shit.
You are now afraid of it.
Good choice, buddy.
It then proceeds to start biting you. And it can't get through your armor. One of its eyes turns around and attempts to hit Elena, who must make a con save. And fails as she becomes paralyzed.
Okay, guys. Come on now.
Little buddy.
Elena is paralyzed, but at the end of the turn can make another save to try and break free. Nope. Lucas! Elena has fallen over, paralyzed. She's on the ground. Meanwhile, Venick suddenly looks horrified of the creature attacking him.
Hails. Shooting the creature.
You miss. But then you hit.
That's me.
And Zed,
I'm gonna correct attack.
recklessly attack. You hit it. For a whole 5 slashing damage.
Yep.
That is your turn.
Yep.
Which returns us to Venick, who's now scared of it.
So if I attack it, it's with disadvantage.
I do believe so.
But well, it's using Word of Radiance again. So
Alright. Word of Radiance.
con save of 14.
Con save of 14. Roll damage. It reflects your spell at Lucas.
Oh, hails!
I don't know what it's doing to my magic. But yeah, Fred, so yeah, I'm gonna.
And it's going to try and bite you as you run away.
Do I get a save of his magic?
Nope.
No.
Oh,
It's literally an ability it has. Oh, it succeeded at biting you.
Oh.
You take 10 piercing damage as it bites you while you run away.
Okay.
And you can make a save again for your fear at the end of your turn.
As wisdom.
Wisdom. You immediately overcome your fear.
That's it.
Aaron, you have the high ground.
More non-lethal damage.
Afraid you missed this time.
Any bonus for high ground?
I was gonna say, do I have advantage for high ground?
No, fighting from the high ground is actually a terrible thing. Melee combat from a higher position is really bad.
Okay, that's Joe rules. What about D&D rules?
There are no rules for fighting from the high ground in D&D.
What? You mean Baldur's Gate made that up?
yes.
Ranged attacks.
It would make sense for ranged attacks
Yeah.
to get advantages from high ground, but I don't think D&D actually has that built in.
That's why you missed.
But melee from high ground is actually bad. In reality, it's a terrible thing. Nonetheless, do you do anything else?
No.
Little John.
I run down here and recklessly attack.
You hit 13 damage, drawing quite a lot of blood. She bleeds from several of your wounds. You do anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
In which case, in response, she looks at you, holds out her hand, and shouts, "Sleep!" and proceeds to cast Sleep.
That's gonna put herself to sleep.
How many hit points do you have left?
Haha! More than that.
Yeah, you do. How many hit points do you have, Aaron?
It goes for whoever's lowest, Joe.
Yep.
17.
She gets to declare targets, though, right?
No, I'm pretty
It's
sure it
area,
starts with
yeah.
lowest.
She declares a point and then it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's points and then whoever's
Well,
lowest.
she declared it around herself, so she falls asleep.
She pulled a bee!
That was actually going to be my next thing, was casting sleep on that area.
That's great! You with the NPCs do what I do.
Maybe you're just an NPC in disguise.
Sam's an NPC. He's not.
The spectator wants you, Venick.
What?
Well, Zed gets it, right?
Yeah, both Zed
Elena
and
does not.
technically
Zed.
Elena.
She's
Oh no, she's paralyzed still. She's
I'm
paralyzed. I thought
paralyzed.
she was just prone.
Ha
That's a hit.
ha!
Kill it! Kill it!
It's still up. And it's going for Venick. It's not going to let its first kill it ever gets to have get away. So it uses one of its rays. Make a wisdom save.
Brian, what are you doing?
They trying to defeat it.
You are fine.
It
then
really
make-
wants you.
A con save. You're still fine. When it tries to bite you, and it misses horribly.
It bites its tongue.
Bad thing.
No, it's just a normal. Elena,
Switch to our side. You'll be safe.
you can make a con save at the end of your turn.
Join me.
I don't know. Might
will
have a
save
long
you.
turn here.
You're only paralyzed,
Oh,
but you get over it at the end of your turn.
I can't
Meanwhile-
convince it to join us.
Oh, absolutely not. No. It just talks about how much it wants to kill you.
What if I let you kill him? And I point to nothing.
It just keeps telling you over and over in your mind, you will be my first kill! You will be my first kill! But Lucas,
Finish him up.
Well, I'll move there. See, make sure I turn that off. Turn that on. Wabap!
you hit it! And you punch your fist right into it
Ah.
as you get some nice spectator goo all over your hand.
All right. Well, I gotta be back in a moment. So, BRB.
It's all over
Well-
my hand.
The spectator is dealt with, and your primary opponent is asleep, so what do you do now?
Go
do you
put
keep fighting?
manacles on her and gag her.
Very well.
Pinky.
Not.
Could be. I've seen him do this before.
I'm sorry. What was that, John? I thought what happens in the tavern stays in the tavern.
Not when it's in the tavern and not in a room at the inn next to the tavern.
Well, you've captured your Darrow. 2 now. The other one is still in the tunnel.
Vanek, I want you to go grab our friend Darrow in there, and Zed, John, you'll find out what that egg is. And Aaron, since you're up by that obelisk thing, guess you might as well check that out since you know more magic than I ever will.
So what do you do? Checking?
I don't really know. He told me to check it with magic.
Obelisk.
She's checking the obelisk while I send Zed and Big John to go deal with the egg.
The obelisk. It is made from a black metal of unknown alien origin. It is perfectly smooth except for the cracks and chipped off edges, where it was splintered by some unknown force. 15 feet per side at its base, 50 feet tall, and tapers to a pyramidal cap. You can tell that it is leaking quasi-magical energy. You know that it is feeding magical energy into the obelisk might activate some kind of magic.
So what, I have to expend like a spell slot into it?
Yes.
Can we be a little bit more
Well.
cautious about things before we do send it
I'm not.
back?
That's why I
Okay.
did the Arcana check to see if like I could figure out what it would do.
You're way down there. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, shut up, Sam.
Are you going to do that?
I already made the roll, Joe.
To expend the spell slot?
No, to
That's
see
what I'm
like.
asking. So I'm also reading what it does. So.
I made the Arcana check to see if I would know what it would do.
No, not without activating it.
Okay, is she like contained?
Not yet.
I would say that we can be out of initiative since obviously you've captured your primary enemy. And
Wake her up.
well, Lucas, you said that you were going to bind her and gag her.
Yeah, she casting spells.
All right.
Wake up.
All right. She regains consciousness, wakes from her sleep, and
I'm
she's
back.
bound and gagged.
I point at the obelisk. Wait. Where's Toad? Stool. I need stool.
On my
Stools with
back.
John.
Yes.
Stools with
Stool,
John.
I need you to release some spores, please.
He happily obliges and releases spores so everyone can understand each other telepathically.
I point at the obelisk and look at her. What does this do?
She laughs slightly. It is a gift from Derinka. It contains unimaginable power.
To do what?
It will unlock powerful magic, giving us control of the Fairs. We'll use it to conquer Cracklestick.
Well, I think at this point, lady, it's just you and the other guy.
You do not understand. I am part of a larger group. All
how,
of us.
how large? 9 large? Two-headed
The
lady?
Order of the Savants.
Alright, there we go. We got some info.
You've heard that before. That is the group that is essentially the leader of the Darrows.
Got anything else to ask her?
And listen for him, he's on the bed.
I mean, I don't think we'll gain anything by asking more questions. I think we're better off destroying this thing.
And taking another prisoner.
Is this obelisk even able to be destroyed?
Well, I mean, it's got chips and cracks in it, so I'd imagine. Give it a good whack.
Alright, Daryl. We'll be able to destroy this thing.
Of course not.
Hold on. Wait a minute, why do I care? Why don't you guys just start hitting it, see what happens?
Can we not?
I've
It just
only been paying
randomly hit.
attention. I just heard hit something, so I'm going to punch the bear.
What? Do not punch my prisoner, and do not hit that obelisk thing. That's unknown magics.
I want to go up and kind of investigate the obelisk.
Wasn't it you who just said that she would know more magic than you ever would? Maybe
I
she knows what she's
understand that.
doing. Maybe she knows what she's doing.
Oh, you casters are crazy in the head.
What are you doing, Venick?
I'm just like looking around the obelisk and, is there any markings on it?
No markings. Just a solid black obelisk made of some kind of unknown metal. Completely black. With one chip in it.
Instincts are telling me to not touch this, but
I'm gonna pull
I
out
want
that
to know
black
more.
lump.
Ooh,
It is
dope.
the exact same material as the obelisk.
I feel like that'd be bad to put that close to it.
The egg?
Nah, Zed and John would have got that by now.
You grab the egg.
Yeah, that's what I sent the two biggest guys to go do.
Alright. It weighs, it's 4 feet tall, 3 feet in diameter, weighs 180 pounds.
The light egg for it being that big.
Damn.
That's not a light egg.
For its size.
I was gonna
no,
say.
Actually, no. No, it's 4 feet tall, 180 pounds. That's decently heavy.
So, about the same size as fish, and
Hey!
yeah.
I resent that.
Resent it all you want.
I will.
Hmm.
But, I guess I'll hold up the black lump close to the obelisk, see what happens.
I just told you not
It is
to.
magnetically attracted and pulled out of your hand into the obelisk, where it magically liquefies and then fills the chipped area of the obelisk.
Idiot.
Well, hells, at least we know what that was.
Does anything happen right away?
Nope.
I know you can expend magic into it, but can you take magic out of it?
No.
Okay.
I just
At
kind of
least
want
not
to
any way
touch
you
it.
know how.
I just kind of put my hand on the obelisk.
Nothing happens.
All right, let's get these prisoners out of here.
We were meant to get Droki, but I think the captain will be fine with these two.
Hopefully.
Plus, I'm gonna take a look at that egg, find out what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna hold up Dawnbringer to one side of the egg, and we can look at the other side.
I think
Alright,
it
you
looks like
guys-
an egg.
You guys can make nature or history checks.
Oops, did not mean to do that before. Do you want reroll or just keep that?
Just keep it. So, Venick and Aaron, both of you know, this is a red dragon egg.
Oh hell!
Alright, Daryl, why
we
you
see
got a red
what
dragon
stage
egg?
it's at.
She tells you she didn't bring it here. It was already here.
Oh, guys.
What stage is it at?
I'm gonna have to do a thing here.
It's pretty far along,
And what's that thing?
but you know that
Destroy
Uh,
that egg.
you know that the egg will not. It'll need to be kept warm in order to hatch.
Can't imagine there's much warmth in the Underdark.
Definitely not here. And being
No,
a
but-
red dragon egg, it probably needs to be kept very warm.
Well, that thing could sell for quite a price to a right collector.
I'll be right back.
I want to ask that other Daryl that we have if he knows anything about this egg.
He shakes his head and tells you, assume it has something to do with the Keepers of the Flame.
And who are they?
The Keepers of the Flame? They... Double check. Make sure I've got this correct. Where are they? There they are. They are an order of clerics. They have influence with the other political bodies.
So if you
Doesn't matter. It's a red dragon egg. We destroy it.
That's not your choice to make, Elena.
She draws her sword. I'm making it now.
What's happened?
You need to cast sleep on her now.
We're in an area that we need all the political pull we can get. Bringing this
I'm
egg
telling
back
you.
to them will get us that pull and keep the drow off our asses.
Whatever pull comes from that egg, I don't want it.
So wait, why are we
Hand it
talking
over.
about drow?
What, Tyler?
It's like, why are we talking about political
So,
draw with the drow? That's why I asked, what did I miss?
not Drow, the Dwergar.
Sorry,
See, he said
The
the
egg.
drow.
the egg is a red dragon egg.
Yes.
We just learned that there is a political group in Gracklestew that has
So
something
they're-
to do with the egg.
They're an order of clerics. They expand on it. If you ask the Darrow, he fully lays it out. He's not
Yeah.
involved in any of these politics, but he tells you that the Order of the Keepers of the Flame are an order of clerics that tend to Themberchad, the red dragon that keeps the flames. What?
Chonky?
Yeah, the chunky dragon.
He's the red dragon that provides the flames, and for lack of a better term, the fuel for the forges of the Dwergar. They attend to his needs, but in a way they're also his, the wardens, making sure that he stays loyal to the Dwergar.
Hmm.
So as the ones who keep a red dragon, they would probably take an interest in a red dragon egg.
And having the captain on our side for doing her little job, bringing these two in, as well as keeping them happy, will keep the drow off of us. If you follow now, Vanek.
Yes, but
But Elena here is intent on destroying it. And I'm intent on keeping it and bringing it out there.
I mean, adding fuel to the fire with giving one side the potential of a red dragon
They
is
have a red
also
dragon.
not good. Yes, but giving them a second red dragon, and plus, since they are heathens in their own way, I would agree not giving them more firepower.
Literally.
I wasn't gonna go there, Joe.
Someone say fire!
No.
What's that? Aaron gets to have a pet fire dragon?
Oh God. Help us all.
Alright, John, Zed, what do you say?
I think a dragon would be a great pet.
See?
If it doesn't eat you first.
Like he did breakfast.
You say you're
It's a
having
red
breakfast.
dragon. It can't be reasoned with.
This is just dragon.
If only Matthias were here, to convince you otherwise.
Whoa, you sound like you're like super far away.
Keep away from my-
So I was gonna come
Scoot
back
it
to the
away.
dragon thing, ain't it?
You know. Boinkity
Matthias can
boink
convince
boink.
you that dragons can be convinced.
Yeah. I don't know if that's what you want to call convincing, but
That's a different world entirely.
yeah,
No.
it's a whole lot of convincing there.
Even though it never even actually happened. Except in your minds.
Our minds are the right minds.
So, John's for it, I'm for it. Vanek, you're against, right?
Yes.
Lena's against. Zed, you're
I want to eat it.
Zed.
So
Alright, Aaron.
What?
The fate of this egg lies with you.
Oh, I was gonna protect it.
So that's
gonna be
3 for it.
What did you just say? Joe was probably not expecting this.
I have 2 missions here, and I have to choose between them. I'm not fool enough to believe that I could beat best all of you. She sheathes her sword, mark my words. It will only bring trouble.
I agree with that.
This is the end of the line for us. And she turns out and walks away. Elena has left the party.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
Alright, well, what do you do from here?
Well, I'll say we take our 2 prisoners and the egg.
So
And
Elena has walked out entirely?
Yep. She refuses to follow these people who would protect a red dragon egg.
Alright.
protect the red dragon egg to protect ourselves to get the hell out of here.
Well,
The
what
red
do you
dragon
do
egg
from
should be
here?
destroyed on sight.
Means do not meet up with the end.
You could have just said the means do not justify the end.
I forgot the
Wouldn't
words.
have sounded
You
so.
mean the
Sorry.
ends don't justify the means?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I'm sorry.
We're getting there. We're close, guys. We're all over it.
Potato, potato, tomato, zucchini.
I hate
As a
zucchini.
follower of Bahamut,
I love zucchini.
I know. That's why you're leaving, because
Well, that actually... No, that makes sense.
yeah.
I had to double check.
But
Well, I guess I'm not sure. Does Bahamut believe in redemption at all?
only if it can prove redemption. But because it's a dragon egg, there's no telling how much of a little chance it is that it would actually find redemption. It would be safer to destroy it. She's not high enough up on the list to make the call other than just destroying it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, what does everybody do now?
well, I guess our safest bet would not be go back through with the Darrow, with the Darrows in tow.
Alright,
So let's go back up through that alchemist section.
so do you leave the
Well, it's
obelisk
still not a-
behind?
Make note of where it is.
Yeah. You know,
Planning on coming here?
What?
Are we planning on coming back here?
don't know. I mean, we didn't get Droki, but we got 2 of these guys.
So you head back through,
Mm-hmm.
and you're planning on just heading like directly back to the where the alchemists were.
Yeah.
Alright. I will just skip over that and say that you can find your way there relatively easily. Make it back to the pens and go up and back to the city of Gracklestug. As the doorway up leads onto an abandoned dock on the Dark Lake.
Well, I'm gonna have to have us be a little bit.
One of you is carrying a very large red egg.
Yeah. That's gonna be a little suspicious.
And seeing as Little John's already carrying stool around, I'm probably going to say that it's probably, if he's willing to, Zed that's carrying around the egg.
I thought Stool was in his backpack.
He is in his backpack,
So
but if he's
I
also
think
carrying
that-
if he's also carrying the egg, I mean, what's your carrying capacity, John?
Remember how to math that.
So I'm pretty sure both of them would have to carry it.
3.
It's your strength score times 1.5, I believe.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
more.
your
Multiplied
strength
by
score-
15.
By 15. So, are you able to carry it all?
I would
Mine's
assume
16.
so, yeah.
What is your strength score?
18. 270 is what I can carry. I don't know how heavy an egg is.
That egg's 130 pounds.
Oh,
or
130?
130 or 180, somewhere in that range. Double check, because that's a pretty significant difference.
Well,
the egg is, 180 pounds.
What do you have currently on you?
Stool.
Let's see if I can find total. 60 total.
So you're at
Right
240. So you have
Yep.
30.
Plus stool, whatever stool would be.
Yeah. How much is stool?
Stool weighs 40 pounds.
So Zed, how much can you carry?
I'm at 16.
You're 16?
Yeah.
You got 240. How much do you have on you right now?
16.
No, your weight.
16.
He's
16?
carrying 16 pounds.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's your strength score?
16.
They're both 16?
Yeah.
His strength score is 16, and he's currently
Oh,
carrying 16
okay.
pounds.
So yeah, you'll be the one carrying the egg.
The only reason I brought it up is technically Little John is carrying more weight right now.
Yeah. Guess I'll have them stick around while I go find the nearest guard. I'll show him the badge and tell him that we need to keep as hidden as we can until we get to his captain or commander or whatever her name was. I don't have her name written down. And find something to cover the egg with.
You're able to get a guard pretty quick as you just head over like towards the bazaar. And once you get in there, get the bazaar, or get the guard, and let him know, he recognizes your authority if you show the badge, whatnot. He goes off, gets some more guards, comes back. They head over to you, and they start casting invisibility on everyone.
Alrighty. And then we'll make our way to the commander.
I need to be led, but I'm not going to see from the egg.
You can see through the egg.
Oh.
If you're in. But they just tell you to follow them, and they form up as a squad, and they assume you're following them.
Yes,
You're
we're
all
following
invisible.
them.
I'm going to go to the nearest kitchen. I'm going to cook this thing.
Nah, well, you're not cooking that egg.
I'm going to get more chef, don't you know? My favorite dishes. Dragon egg.
So you're taken back to Overlake Hold, or as it's known in Duergar, the Dunglorin Torun, the fortress and temple dedicated to Ladugar. And you are brought again before Captain Urd Blackskull. I'm assuming, well, at least they announce you. I'm assuming you dismiss your invisibilities, or they would, as the ones concentrating on, they would dismiss the invisibility, and you would all appear.
You said Urd Blackskull?
Urd Blackskull.
Okay.
She is captain of the guard.
Is it a lizard person?
No.
Oh.
She's a Dwergar.
What was the bird? Oh, too.
Well, we brought you these two instead of Droki. Little scamp managed to get away from us. He was a little bit quicker. Also, we took care of a guy named Narrick and some ritual thing he was doing down there.
She raises an eyebrow. I do believe that is one of the members of the Council of Savants. I'm using a Russian accent when I'm supposed to be using a Scottish.
Seems to be you got a bit of a cult going on.
They're a cult dedicated to what?
Let's see, what was it called? Did they say what were they chanting again?
Demogorgon.
They were chanting to something called the Demogorgon.
She looks at you in a little disbelief.
Nice.
The Demon Lord? You're telling me that there's Darrow worshiping the Demon Lord down there?
Well, that's what they were chanting. There are a bunch of two-headed things down there, too. Oh, would we have run into the bears? No. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have run... No, actually you would not have.
Okay. So they're still down there. But back to the conversation I had.
But, what were you saying?
No, I just mentioned that they had a bunch of two-headed things going on down there.
Well, she finds that as much as she hates it, she does find it believable, because they're Darrow, and Darrow are not very stable. So, they might actually find the concept of worshipping demons palatable. But nonetheless, what does this have to do with, Droki? Was he involved with one of these cults?
He was. Apparently Narrick was giving him some spell scrolls to avoid you guys.
Do you have any proof of that?
Did we bring the book? Did anybody actually grab that book?
You've got the books with the rituals.
Did we bring the thing that had his note?
You do have the note that Droki wrote.
And was that the one asking for more spells?
Yes.
Okay, we'll hand her that, along with that list with the target list.
She reads it over. Well, this is interesting indeed. You'll be wanting to speak with the, check this again as well. Where was it? You'll want to be seeing the stone speakers.
Alrighty. We also happen to find some obelisk thing down there. And then I'll point to the female Darrow, and she seemed quite interested in it. As well as, this red dragon egg.
A red dragon egg? That's not my department. That sounds like something for the...
Wondering if you could introduce us to the keepers.
I suppose I could set up a meeting with them. If that's what you want to do.
Well, what else am I going to do with this egg?
Potentially a lot of things. But apparently you're a rather charitable sort.
I'd much rather keep the drow off of us.
What does that have to do with an egg?
Never mind.
Well, if you still want to meet the Keepers of the Flame, I can arrange a meeting.
I don't know, what do you guys think? This is out of player. As player. We could still give the egg over, get more political influence of being kept away from the drow. Or we could do something with the egg ourselves now. What do we want to do?
As nobody responds.
I'm not part of the party anymore.
Sorry. What was it?
Were you not listening at all there?
He was distracted.
Sam was talking to me about the child.
Of course. Egg. What is planned? I'm talking as player because
I want a pet dragon.
We could keep it. We could try selling it. Though selling it might have issues here in town, village.
I was gonna say, you already know my standpoint. You should
wanna
destroy it.
but we already lost Elena because of this conversation.
Yes, and you're bringing it up again, and
As a player,
yes, and as a player, you know my standpoint. I would destroy it if it benefits a religion not of mine. They can
kick rocks.
die.
Eat a dick.
Yes.
Well, that would imply that you also don't want to give it to...
I don't want to give it to anybody. I would rather destroy it and not let it fall into the wrong hands.
Saying Big John's got the wrong hands.
Big John has the right hands.
The options you're being given is keep it or give it to this order of clerics.
Or sell it to someone.
Or
Keep
sell
it and eat
there
it.
Keep it and eat it. So John wants to keep it and raise it. Zed wants to eat it. Venick wants to eat it.
Venick wants to destroy it. But yes, I would be eating it.
Aaron and Lucas, what are their inputs? Now that you've reached this point.
I mean, I see the benefit in both situations of giving it away to the political party or keeping it. What's
Aaron?
Kelly got?
I don't even know. I mean, the logistics of us actually keeping and raising a red dragon in the Underdark is crazy odds.
I know that's it's far-fetched, and probably the only place we can hatch it down here is in the city.
Yeah. The other thing is,
It's just a baby.
well, yeah. I don't like the thought of just killing it either because it's still in the egg, you know.
So hatch it and then kill it.
Yes.
That way you get the XP.
You're so
Now you're
smart,
thinking.
Aaron.
I don't know what the morally right choice is here.
To destroy it. It's a red
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not part of the party anymore, so don't.
Yeah,
don't
he's-
think anything I'm saying.
begrudgingly agree that it would probably be best to destroy it.
Yes.
Man, Elena didn't have to leave after all.
Just needed more convincing. So that's technically 2 for destroying it, 1 for keeping it, 1 for eating it, which is technically destroying it, and Lucas, who wants to either give it away or keep it.
What we gotta do here is kill Lucas.
I didn't think the Dragon Egg was gonna this much of a thing for splitting the party. I thought there'd be a discussion of, well, what's the best option? But I didn't think it'd be like, oh gosh, moral conundrum.
There was no conundrum.
Well,
we should have destroyed it.
It's an evil entity, but
Doesn't
it's
have
also
to
a
be. We can
child.
make it better.
Is that
It's
a matter
Throw
of
it in the
nature or
fire!
nurture? Is that a matter of nature or nurture?
right, yeah.
Eh.
It's a matter of. It's a red dragon egg. Fuck it up.
Is it? Are red dragons evil because they're red, or are they evil because they're raised by evil dragons?
See,
It is their very nature to be evil.
Is it?
Yes.
is it?
Yes. Legitimately.
Little John wouldn't know this. He wants a pet dragon.
I mean, yeah, they in D&D they are chaotic evil.
That's wrong with me.
We'll teach him better.
I mean, if you want to be purely from a player's perspective, chromatic dragons tend towards evil. But there are examples of good chromatic dragons, because they are intelligent, sentient creatures who can make their own decisions.
I'll be back.
They're outliers. It is very unlikely.
Well, so is John. He's pretty much
I'll
an
make
outlier.
it happen.
Yeah. Unlikely. Are you willing to take a bet on that?
On what? Whether we survive hatching this thing in the city?
Whether it's an evil.
I don't know. I don't live that long.
There you go. You're not taking that bet. That's what I'm hearing.
Alright, let's...
Do a new dragon cape.
Well,
Looks like 2-headed dog arms.
I think you can keep your keepers out of this for now. But we will need to go speak to them. What, stone
Keepers of the Flame, or the stone speakers.
speakers.
Did they speak to stone?
Yeah, we'll go talk to the stone speakers.
Alright. Well, they can tell you where to go for that. She asked one last time if you do want an audience with the Keepers of the Flame.
No,
She nods.
we're decided, I think.
She does state that as far as she's concerned, you've proved that there is a plot against the king and against the other members of the councils. And it seems like you've dealt with some of it, but at this point, there's probably going to be a bit of a cleansing amongst the savants and the Darrow. But you've fulfilled your service rightfully, and you are free to do what you want within the city as far as she's concerned.
Well, as long as it keeps the drow off of us, that's fine by me.
She will make sure that the drow know nothing about your presence here unless you do something. But she then sends a guard escort, because in order to go to Ladogard's, or not Ladogard,
The other
the
side?
cavern, yep, you have to go across the furrow, which normally no one else is allowed in. At least not outsiders. So, you were escorted there.
Back. So what do we decide? We'd having a giant omelet or what?
We're going to the stone speakers right now.
Sounds like we could have a rocky situation here.
Can I kick him off the edge?
Maybe later.
But you are brought to the Cairngorm Cavern. Over here. It is a long tunnel in the South Furrow district, extending several hundred feet into the home of the stone giants of Clan Cairngorm. And you are brought before the stone speaker, to which he asks of you what news you have in regards to the 2 recent deaths.
You?
2?
I mean, is he talking about both heads or just...
Well, he introduces himself as Stone Speaker Kram. But 2 stone giants have died in recent days. The one that you killed in the marketplace, Rehud, and another one died recently, Dorhun, of mysterious circumstances.
Who's the one that destroyed the statue?
That would have been Elena.
And she would feel right about it because there's profane writings all over it. He might have still been infected. Can't take chances with things you don't know about.
Uh-huh.
That's
The
quite
unknown,
sad.
it's a death sentence.
But
They were harvesting their toenails.
what?
Most likely.
We
We have a bag of their toenails.
Dude, I don't think it's. Forget
Do
the
these look
toenails.
familiar?
Oh my god.
Make it all act on it.
No, I do not say that, by the way. Ooh, yeah.
What are you yang about?
You.
Anyways, he asked us about the deaths, if we knew anything. Was that correct?
Yes.
Well, we happened to come across some ritual that a couple of Darrow cultists were doing. They had statues down there with profane writing all over them and the names of your 2 fellow giants.
This is but a smaller piece of a larger puzzle.
They were chanting something about Demogorgon.
Something evil stirs in the Underdark. The rock itself cries in pain and horror, and a madness creeps from the blackest depth. Pay heed to the signs surrounding you, outsiders. A cave with 2 faces, rock devoured and land overgrown. The pebble believes itself flesh. The earth rejects its wards. The tunnels shake in fury. By these portents you shall know of evil's presence and of evil's face. This is what the stones have told me.
Right.
That was beautiful.
Not quite sure what I'm gonna make of that.
I have not deciphered its meaning either. I have simply read its portents in the stones.
Well, if that's all, I think we'll head on out.
You know, that picture actually looks like a friend of mine.
Before you leave, I have a parting gift. It belonged to Dorhun. Perhaps you may make use of it, since you have stopped these rituals from further harming my brothers.
And with that, he walks over to a shelf and picks up a large black crystal the size of a human forearm and hands it to you.
Large, that is.
I'll take it. What exactly is this?
A stone speaker crystal. It allows one to understand the stone.
Well, I'll accept this gift.
Player knowledge, it's basically a really, really big crystal ball.
Yes, we are going back.
To the future?
Hello, guys. Huh.
Nonetheless, where do you... I mean, you're led back out of the districts that you're not supposed to be in, but are allowed to see the stone speakers. Oh, I don't think any of you ever checked what was in the that last room besides the egg.
No.
Nope, we got
You
the...
looked at the obelisk and that. I didn't really.
Yeah,
Have anything else discovered?
I mean, was there anything obvious in the room?
No, but the items that the Darrow that you captured was carrying.
Well, yeah, those probably would have, since we brought them along.
In which case, you would have found a stick of charcoal, a battered notebook with pages made from the same kind of fungus that the other savant was using, and a single gold coin.
Alrighty.
More specifically, anyone who wants to may make a history check. Aaron has advantage.
I knows nothing.
Gold! Chink! Right in his coin pouch.
Well, Aaron most definitely recognizes it as a shilmer, an ancient gold coin that belonged to a high elf kingdom. And one of the last entries in the Darrow's notebook describes a miraculous appearance of the gold coin.
What does that mean? They took it like as a sign or something?
It says the miraculous appearance of the gold coin. But what do you do now?
Head back to the inn.
All right. You're in the inn.
See, how many days did I pay for us to be sitting here?
I don't recall off the top of my head. I'd have to rewatch that session.
I believe it was 5 days. It was either like 3 or
Well,
5.
I remember we have someone searching for magic items. We hired a guy in the bazaar for something. Joe said it was what, a week?
Something
Yeah.
like that, which is a 10-day, because they have a 10-day week.
I can't remember how long we paid for it to that point. Might have paid for the entire week already. I don't remember either. But yeah, we got the dragon egg here.
No, what do you do now? You're back at the bar. You got your dragon egg. What are you guys gonna do?
Excuse me.
Now, what do we do about this egg?
Dispose of it.
We crack it open, cook what's inside.
Have the cooks here cook it for us for a meal.
You really want
Good
to
feed enough.
the dragon egg that might have been halfway done? Almost
It's
done?
more than halfway done, yeah.
Eight worse.
We don't even know how long it's been cooked.
Balut.
Exactly.
Ugh.
Keep it or destroy it.
So what happened with the idea of giving it to the Dwergar?
That is still on the
I don't
table.
trust them.
Well, how about we do this? We paid for rooms to stay until we can figure out if there's any of those items that I'm looking for. How about we try and find someone that's got themselves a forge, pay them, and rent it out for that amount of time. The egg hatches, it'll be... If the egg hatches, someone will take care of it. The egg don't hatch, y'all can eat it if you want.
Uh-huh.
John and I can keep watch over the egg at that their blacksmiths or wherever we find a place.
I don't need to look.
Yo,
I
Balut.
know what it looks like.
I was gonna say it's like I know what Balut looks like too.
Hey, why did you have to post that?
Traditional
that's what it
Filipino
is.
food.
Exactly. Very flavorful if you marinate it.
Have you actually tried it?
No,
Oh.
but
It's already
my chef-
marinated. Why would you marinate it again?
my chef said it was that.
I've got a coworker that says he'll make it for me.
Really?
Yep.
I would
Chinese
totally
one?
try it with you.
I've told him I don't want it.
Let me know and I'll eat it with you.
I do
He
not
doesn't
want
want
it.
it.
Fear
You
factor,
won't.
Joe. Fear factor. Do it.
I'm already a picky eater.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that. Tuna sub extra mayo.
I just ate that today.
God damn it.
Well, does the deal sound alright with you? And if we don't find a place to take us up on that, you can eat it then. Or are y'all just gonna sit there?
We're just eating now.
Oh, wait.
Don't worry about it.
That's fine. We'll go with that, I guess.
Then that's what we're gonna do.
Alright.
John and I are gonna go try and find a good old forge that'll let us sit an egg in there.
Probably gonna have to pay a pretty penny.
Or just deny them. See what will carve a little egg.
Or we'll just do work for them.
Yeah. But I mean, putting an egg in the forge. Around the forge.
Why are you saying forge like that?
What do you mean?
You're giving it an accent.
It's like a Norwegian accent.
It's forge.
Forge.
What's wrong with the forge?
Stop
I
it.
think it's making him uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable with forges.
It doesn't sound right.
The forge.
It's a forge.
You're a fudge.
What
Not
forge
the
you?
forge.
Yes, that's what we're doing, Joe.
So you're gonna go try and find a forge?
Try and find a forge, convince them.
The
Well,
forge.
there's lots and lots of forges in the city of Gracklestone.
One that runs pretty hot.
They
Well, it's
all
run by a
run
red
pretty
dragon.
hot. Because they're all fueled by red dragon fire.
Oh, well.
Numbers.
I guess we'll find the closest one to the Gullborn's lair. And
Alright. That's not too far. But you immediately get the questions of... Did you take that from Thumbershad?
no, don't even know who that is.
The dragon who keeps our forges lit.
No,
Where else
we
did
found-
you get one?
well, we found it out in cave system.
Looks you up and
Ooh.
down. This could get me into a lot of trouble. If the Keepers of the Flame find out that I'm keeping this, that you're keeping this, they've killed the people for less.
That's what I like. Well, that's all that.
If you want me to do it, you're gonna have to pay.
We can pay and even help you with some work if you need it.
I don't need help with work, but I want gold.
How much you speaking?
200.
That's a deal.
You should have tried to, negotiate.
He named his price.
You could have got it a little cheaper.
200 gold is a good price, dude.
Well,
Could have
yeah,
gone for a lot higher.
but you could have gone a lot lower.
What's he doing with the egg for this?
Well, what do you
Keeping it
care even?
In the forge.
John and I are
paying
gonna
attention.
stay there, keep watch over it, make sure there's nothing else happens.
Can't wait for the Keeper of the Flame to find out and actually kill you guys anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But, alright, so
I
you
hope
figured
that's
out you're just gonna spend your entire time in the forge? Yeah. He's not gonna let you sleep in there.
Yeah, we can rotate.
This is now a 200 gold investment.
Yep.
That it is. For the time being that we gotta wait for our magical searchings.
So,
For
I'm
your
gonna look
what?
for a post potion.
For the magic guy.
Potion.
What magic guy?
The guy that you had me pay
Oh yeah, that.
to search for the items. See if there was anything.
Yep. But you said like surgeon, so made it sound like it was a doctor.
I were looking for the doctor.
Anyway.
Who?
So you leave it there. Who's watching it first? I should ask.
I mean, if you guys want to help and watch it, that'd be okay. But
Not a chance.
otherwise,
Oh, watch it.
You're gonna watch it with someone. You're gonna watch it with John, because he could definitely take you.
Who's
know,
watching it with
Jimmy.
John?
Zed. But I can watch it first.
Alright, you watch it first.
The
What does everybody
fuck?
else do?
I'm gonna look for a potion first.
Sleep.
I have this potion. I need it.
Continue to
Yes,
not
I-
exist.
Well, you can find an alchemist that will identify it for you, but they want 5 silver.
I don't have any money. I'm poor.
What are we identifying?
A potion.
Oh, there's a potion.
Oh, that was that one potion thing that you found.
It's a bottle of piss.
Probably.
I literally have no money.
No, the ones with the money are currently dealing with a dragon egg.
Yeah. I'll be back.
I mean, well, Aaron's got money.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find the nearest person with money. I need 5 silver.
Okay.
I'm back. Here's 5 silver. Here's potion.
It is a potion of psychic resistance.
That'll come handy if we run into some mind flaying. I really hope we don't actually run into those guys.
We're in the Underdark, of course we will.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, the tentacles.
But, otherwise you all just go to bed.
Yep.
Alright. Milestone.
Yay.
Hurrah! Level 4 now.
Yes, you would all be level 4, I do believe.
Yeah,
You've all gotten your long rest. And in the morning, as you get up to get food, your breakfast has been paid for.
Oh.
Y'all ain't gonna question why I got paid for?
Nope.
I don't care.
Just show up. Oh, free food.
Yeah.
Well, guess I better make a new character.
I assume I'm
Of,
there
cour-
too.
of
I'm not
course
just-
I would ask.
Yeah.
You're directed towards a gentleman sitting at another table by himself.
In
What
the
a
corner.
loser.
Smoking a pipe.
Oh, fucking love it.
I was beaten by Kelly.
Nerd.
Hammer.
Come over here, dump my food on the floor.
Aaron,
Don't waste the food.
it's the Pepe meme. Aaron's just standing over.
Where's my lunch money, nerd? Well, do you approach?
That I do.
Will.
Good morning, my friend.
Morning.
I appreciate
just-
you paying for the meal, but I might ask why.
Well, straight to business then.
That's my type of guy.
Right.
Yeah, that was not what I meant to say.
Wow.
I got my
Making friends already.
I make everybody my friend.
You like to eat.
touch.
Has anyone ever told you that you might say too much sometimes? Regardless,
Yeah,
only.
I think John has told me that a couple times.
I was drinking at the bar the other day, and I heard tale of you taking on that giant back in the market on your own. Impressive. I am just a humble sellsword. My employer left me down here, ditched me. Now, I've heard tell that you're trying to make it back up to the surface. And well, I don't have the means quite myself, and I was hoping you'd bring me along with you. I'm no stranger to a fight. I can certainly hold my own, but I can't do it alone. So, would you mind an extra pair of hands on your journey?
As long as you're able to pull your weight, I see no problem with it, but I do like to leave it up to the rest of the little group that we got.
As long as he doesn't just walk away because something doesn't go his way.
A little sore about Elena, aren't you?
Spoiled kids will be spoiled kids.
Already some drama between all of us,
Not us.
and yet you hold on to it. Regardless.
But,
I don't have a problem with it.
forget my rudeness, but my name's Lucas Greylock. big furry
Ah.
fella is Little John.
Apologies, I forgot my own manners. I am Diathos Vihala.
And I
You say that again?
Honest.
I just want to call you Dio.
Diathos. Diathos. Diathos.
There's no problem.
Are you humid? Or.
Yeah, I'm human.
Okay.
The kid over there, that's Fennec.
Well, I already introduced myself as Venek Van Lonis.
He's pretty capable. Still pretty green, it seems. And the lovely
pleasure.
elf over there, that's Erin. She's a bit of a
Lovely indeed.
pyromaniac.
I discovered fire.
Thrilling. I'd love to see it sometime.
Was it now?
Yes, in fact.
No,
Cover up the table.
can we not please encouraging her with the fire, please?
Dawnbringer likes fire.
Dawnbringer is
I'm
fire.
gonna, like,
And that
Dawnbringer?
big, muscle brown man over there is Zed. He's a simple
you
man.
started a water.
He destroys water, yes.
My ass so hurts from a dog.
What? Did I
Yeah,
just hear you
very
right?
nice.
I don't know what I heard, but I don't think I heard what I heard.
You got bit.
Oh, that's right. He got bit in the ass.
I got bitten in the ass by dogs.
That's what I heard.
That's
I was like,
not what
why
my
is
mind
it
went
because of the
to.
dogs?
That's not what I
In the
went
ass?
to. What's the rest of the group that we came with been doing?
Hanging out at the tavern at the inn,
Alright,
trying to avoid
Dale,
conflict.
Wazoo.
Has Eldeth just been in her room this entire time?
For the most part, she wants as little to do with the Dwergar as possible. She hates them.
Alright, all on the downfall.
I will let you make a new token, Sam, since you have all the players with the same token border.
Well, roughly the same coloring, but yeah. Well,
Well then,
I
sounds
think
like it's a resounding yes.
I'd have to agree there, mate.
He offers you his hand.
Take it and give it a good shake.
Wonderful. When do we set out?
Well, we're waiting on a fella to get back to us on some items I requested to look for, and we've got another thing that Little John and I are sitting on.
Give me
So
my
we're going to
record.
be here for a
Where's
couple
my dragon?
days.
I've
Speaking of
already
which,
had my fill of this place, but what's a few more days?
speaking of which, John, you want to take watch today, or will I? Again.
I can take one.
All right.
Watch, you're in the middle of town.
It's best if we keep things quiet. You gotta understand, you're literally just brand new to us.
I have no issues with taking things quiet. It just didn't make any sense. But
Give it another 5 days or so, or however long we actually have. I'm not.
5 days and we'll be best friends.
Yep.
Oh Lord, help me
And
with this
hopefully I
group.
get to see more of this fire. She's talking.
I just put one of those down.
That's perfect.
Grenade?
Well, what do you do on this day?
This day we fight.
Well, I need to get some more crossbow bolts.
Not too hard to find someone selling those. Plenty of those.
How much do they come in again? Is it 20?
I do believe it is 20. And they ask a case of 20 for 1 gold. And they ask what you got for in the way of crossbow. What kind of crossbow you using?
I got this light crossbow, and well, I mainly use these hands crossbows. Bit quick with them.
They tell you that's and they'll do in a pinch, but those aren't proper crossbows. They've got much better options for you.
Let me guess, heavy.
I mean, yes, they definitely have heavy. and that is what they want to sell you, but they have other things as well.
Like what? Yeah, my curiosity.
He shows you a repeating crossbow.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these.
He tells you that it is Dwergar make. Very, very few use them. But you have seen them, because the Darrows down in the tunnels were using them.
You never once stated that.
I did. I said that he pulls out a strange-looking crossbow.
Oh, that's right. You
Oh,
did
yeah,
say
he did.
strange.
No one bothered to pick this up. either.
Yeah,
Nope,
nobody.
no one looked at him. No one made any comments.
Because there's
I
also
didn't care.
there's like a strange spear on for one too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they use hooked spears, and they try to like trip you with them. Their spears are not made for like outright pierce stabbing. They're meant for knocking you to the ground because they take slaves.
So what's special about this repeating crossbow?
And he just shows you that it's box fed. He takes the box out, puts it on top, starts firing it, and he shows that you don't need to reload until the box is empty.
And this has the same range as a light?
It is exactly the same, but without the well, you only have to reload after you empty a box.
And how much for one of these?
For one of these, it is going to be 40 gold.
My good sir, I think I'll be taking one off your hands.
He sells it to you gladly and is happy to see that you've picked a better weapon.
I assume it's going to be the same stats as light, was just...
It is exactly the same stats in regards to everything else for the normal crossbows. They have repeating ones here in Grakkelstug that don't have a reload. Or they have a reload after every... Pull it back up again. 10 bolts. They use 10 bolt box magazines.
Nice.
Obviously, they have not designed these to fit in hand crossbows. That's the mechanism to be able to make them box fire is
Be
too
too
large.
large.
Yep, but they've got them for the light and the heavy crossbow.
Excellent. But yeah, that'll be me then. Anybody else has anything to do?
I don't have money.
You have no money.
I know the
Alright, probably to never...
Oh, I have 15 gold. What it gives me, but that's not enough to buy studded leather.
All right. Well,
Probably find like odd jobs around to do.
but does anybody do anything else then in their time in Grakkelstug?
Yes, find the black market.
No.
Because I'm another swashbuckler.
Okay.
You need my stripes this time.
Make an investigation check.
Oh, it's investigation. No.
Did you
I-
put your...
I
Excuse
did
me.
perception because I'm like, oh, right. I was having
Oh.
trouble looking for it.
You were last time you were trying to do perception rolls to look for thieves' camp. If you're just trying to find the black market, that's an
Yeah, I'm looking for
investigation.
thieves. I'm looking for thieves' cant so I can find it.
And then you
Joe.
make perception checks to look for the thieves' camp.
I just realized what
Am I
you put
still
underneath
cursed?
general.
Oh, I'm cursed!
What is that, Sam?
I just realized what you put underneath general chat there.
What the balut?
No. Yeah, for the voice channel. Underneath general it says what you put there.
I did it. I put it there.
It's not an argument. It's clear cut.
I thought Joe did it.
That's just how the game is written.
That was great. I was wondering how long it
Hell.
would take somebody to notice.
But
I'm not really paying attention to that.
yeah, if nobody's got anything else to do, you just pass another day in the tavern.
I guess I'll look for more thieves' cant.
Does Little John spend the entire day hanging out at the forge?
It would.
Well, another day passes uneventfully then.
Is there a place for like healing potions?
There's alchemists.
Okay. I
Alchemists are the ones
find-
that sell.
Why? Why? All right, you know what? I'm pretty sure there's just no black market here, guys.
I wish to whatever healing potions they've got. I'm interested.
Well, you can find an alchemist that is selling healing potions. They tell you 50 gold per potion.
Holy crap. And this is just a regular one?
Yeah, regular old healing potion, 50 gold. That is the standard price. That's
Is
not
it?
even a markup. That is the standard
Okay.
D&D price. 50 gold.
Remember that one time Joel sold us a crate of healing potions for 5 gold?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. And then kind of looked at it again, like the next day, you're like, "Yep, 50 gold."
Yeah, I remember that session. That was. I'm pretty sure that was in our Rough Nights other one
Yeah,
with Thorkel and Titus.
and it's like, oh, 5 gold. I'll take every healing potion you got.
Full on crate.
But yeah, does anyone else do anything? And who's watching the egg today?
That would be me.
Is anyone else doing anything?
I tried. I got old in that one.
Yep,
So.
I see
Just
that.
hanging
Do
around.
leg day.
He's doing leg day.
His head's doing a leg day. Just squats.
Leave up that egg.
Praying for all these idiots I am currently with.
You're praying for
I
all of
live
us.
Some
with
of them. Some
You
of
don't gotta
them.
put that out.
I don't need to pray for Zed. Zed seems smart.
Zed is divine muscle.
Yes,
Divine
exactly. I have
Divine
seen his
muscle,
divine
magic muscle.
muscles in action, and I do not need to pray for him,
You
for he
definitely
is
need a muscle
divinely
mouse.
blessed.
Definitely needs a muscle mouse. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
What are you oh yesing about?
Nothing.
Well then don't oh yes.
Ooh.
He's turning into
Yes.
Megatron.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's just a
Deal with these Maximals soon. Yes.
Just what I wanted.
Yes. Nonetheless, while you were watching the dragon egg, it hatches.
Let's burn
Okay.
it with fire.
Can't believe I missed
Fire?
it.
Fire.
Fire. Well,
Yes.
Fire now!
So,
It hatches and immediately imprints on the first person it sees, which is Lucas.
oh, I didn't know that happened.
Yes.
Sucks. So
I,
mad.
I now have a
Is
dragon.
it a boy or a
No.
girl?
Look,
It's a calamari.
get
Yes,
in there.
I will look, see if I can
It's-
identify it.
Actually, with lizard. Okay, I won't
Yeah.
go into detail.
Wait, no.
You have to put your finger in there.
Yeah, the dictative would be the right
I
way.
told you to get in there. Find out.
No, not again.
I'm aware.
Why me and dragons?
What did it cost?
I mean, at what age do dragons become like fully sentient? Like,
They're essentially sentient from hatch, and they can learn their languages and everything. They absorb information. They can speak fluently within about a month.
oh, why don't you just ask it?
Hasn't been a month yet.
Instead of-
Because it hasn't been a month yet. But, like, I guess, if anyone wants to, they can make nature or history checks to see how much they know about
Only the person who's there. can.
red dragon. I guess Lucas is the one that knows right now.
That's
you
a
know-
lot
you know
higher than
enough.
I expected.
So yeah, you know that they're often referred to as tiny tyrants.
Great.
They
I have another toddler to deal with.
they mature
Where's GPR?
mentally very rapidly, but they physically don't mature for years. But
Nice.
dragons, even chromatic, are molded by the character of those who care for them while they're growing. Even so, chromatics, especially reds, are naturally prideful and confident to the point of arrogance, and they respect power and strength above all else.
No. You ain't getting no power there. Or strength.
You're gonna have too much fun with this.
They will be overconfident for their size.
Well, shit.
And once they gain the ability of speech, they will basically look down on everyone that is not their parent. But they- They will constantly try to attack things, even if they don't realize that they're not actually strong enough to take on it. They don't realize that they have limits. This often leads to red dragon hatchlings dying as hatchlings without proper guidance.
You have to be a good father, Lucas.
We get
It's a
perfect.
boy.
Well,
Go after little boys.
Hopefully it's not a boy dragon.
Also, they are born with strong, fully developed wings and are able to fly after immediately hatching. They revel in flight, often weaving and diving playfully through the air. And they like using their agility to hunt small, or sometimes large, game in the air. They will also use this ability to scout for gold, jewels, and other shiny things, because they have the natural instinct to collect a hoard.
I think
I
I've
mean-
acquired more attention than I intended.
And now that I'm not playing as Elena, I don't care anymore.
I know.
Keep it big.
Unless I want to eat it.
Oh.
yes.
But, yeah, what is the gender?
Are you really checking?
In there!
Yes, I will check. Or, yeah.
It's a female.
Well then.
I suppose we shall end the session there.
Got a little red dragon.